Okay, so slashrew, this is your feedback for evaluation question 1.
The poster was made in the design, or in the magazine.
So first of all, what's lacking here is an intro and also the title. So how does your work use, challenge or develop conventions? What I would need here is some sort of introduction explaining what we mean by these conventions. So you've got two types, you've got genre conventions of horror films, and you've got structural conventions of things like the trailer, where the layout on the page is. Structure meaning obviously like the shape or the form of the thing. Okay. So that would need some form of introduction, and what I would recommend is maybe you incorporate some of the genre theories that we've looked at in terms of, genre means type. It's a way of producers having almost like a kind of list of things that the audience expects to see in that particular type of film that they need to satisfy in order to satisfy the expectations and the pleasures of the audience. Second thing you could talk about in particular in terms of developing and using is the Steve Neal idea that genre is about repetition and difference, and the idea that you need to kind of keep things fresh, change a few things over time. That's quite important that you get that in, because that relates to whether you've used or challenged or developed. One of the key things is, of course, that if we're not mentioning that, then we're not really addressing the question. So if we're starting off with magazine, again what I'd need to have here is about whether we've used it or not. And the only way you can do that would be a side-by-side of having, this is a bit of a concern, your images aren't coming out in emails, so you need to adjust that. So yeah, one of the issues you'd have to have here is a side-by-side of where that is prominent in the media text, because there's no comments under here about how they've been used and how you've done them. So again, at the minute, this doesn't really answer the question. It's kind of repeating the research task of just saying, this is what there is, this is what there is, this is what there is. We need this stuff to be discussed side by side with these examples. So if you can talk about left-hand third, you need to talk about left-hand third. If you talk about the image being in the middle, you have to talk about the image being in the middle, as you can see here. If you can talk about colour scheme, you need to talk about colour scheme. So as I said, at the moment, that's not quite addressing or hitting the criteria. The last thing is, as well, of course, in your introduction, you can put your mood board of genre conventions straight there, and that would again add to the marks that you've got, because you've already done some of this work for your research and planning. Okay, so at the moment we're probably looking at a sort of D grade for this, because it's incomplete. I can't see the pictures and it doesn't really answer the question. Okay, moving on to Femi. So again, poster, and we just start straight off with the building block. There's no introduction as to anything to do with the poster. That again would need to be put in here in some ways. What I don't have at all anywhere on here is the easy bit, which is where you put the posters that influenced your idea. So currently at the moment, this is probably looking at a sort of, depending on what's been written here. So again, all we've really got here is dominant image. Okay, we've got tagline, and there we go. Now we've got some side by side. So I need more of this. This is what it should be the whole way through. So at the moment we're kind of really only half complete. You've mentioned this stuff, but again I don't see how it compares, and without the comparison you can't access the A to C grade, I'm afraid. The other thing is, it doesn't mention whether you've used it or challenged or developed, which is in fact the question. So again, this is kind of being limited to the sort of D- area. With the trailer, again, we should have an introduction as to about what we're talking about here in terms of trailer conventions. So both the structure and also the genre conventions that would associate with it. Again, at the top, I should see the influences on your trailer film. I don't see bold words on here where you're talking about whether you've used it or whether you've challenged or whether you've developed. So again, it doesn't answer the question. You've got your side-by-side, which is good. Okay. So again, because I don't see the trailer for Annabelle up here, I don't know what it is, and I haven't seen the trailer for your film yet, because that's not been put in either. So you've talked about structure. Now again, you've got your beginning, middle, and end. But again, I've now got to watch the whole trailer to see that, when really you should be showing me this in the same way on there. Okay. If we're talking about cuts to black, that's important, good. But again, side by side with actual examples of films, this is better though. It's better presented. Again, it doesn't say whether you've used or challenged or developed because there's no comparison, so it's still not really answering the question in full. Okay, you've mentioned location. Again, it doesn't show me that it's a suitable location, so is this a convention to shoot in here? Because you've talked about haunted mansions. Well, where's my film showing me haunted mansions? And again, sound. Again, you've analysed it, but is this using it, or is this challenging, or is this developing? And again, there's no side by side to show me what's going on with other films. So overall, I'd say at the moment you're kind of looking at a kind of probably around a D at the moment for this. It is important that you address these issues if you want to maintain your A grade for the coursework. Thanks very much.